RMJ Movie Reviews back again, people, and I'm coming with my second crime drama movie review this week with underrated cult classic within the black community, Set It Off, starring Jada Pinkett, Queen Latifah, Vivica Fox, Kimberly Elise. Man, Set It Off is a film that is definitely a part of my teenage years. The film came out my freshman year of high school, and I think, if I remember right, this movie was released, I think, in September or October of '96. I could be wrong, but I remember I was about 14 or 15 when this movie came out. And I haven't seen this film in quite a few years, so this is the first time that I watched it again. I actually bought this special edition director's cut, you know, whatever, one extra scene. I bought this director's cut, I think, like 2 years, maybe 3-4 years ago, but I haven't sat and watched the film, and probably since I saw it at the theater. And man, I liked it then when I saw it, but I don't know, this movie just feels so much more moving to me now. You know, as you know, Set It Off tells the story of 4 friends who are kind of falling on hard times. Each has had a personal tragedy that has happened to them, and they resort to robbing banks to kind of supplement their very small lifestyle. You know, they're just trying to survive. The one thing about this is when you look at Set It Off, just face value, you think like, oh, this is a black movie. Now, I don't think that, but I'm saying general audience, it's a black movie. It's a cheesy Thelma and Louise ripoff or whatever. But really, watching this movie again as an adult, this movie really, the strength of this movie is the chemistry between the 4 leads. And what I really love is that, yeah, it's kind of a by the numbers kind of crime thriller. It's really the actresses and their chemistry and the way they intermingle and how they make the characters three-dimensional. You know what I mean? Each one of the leads shows different facets of their personality. They're not just all good and they're not all just bad. They have different sides of their personalities. And also, I like how it shows true friendship. How there's times when your friends get on your nerves, you can't stand them, and then there's times when you all hate each other, but then you make up, you love each other. You know what I mean? It's very well done in that sense. And the performances across the board in this thing are strong. I mean, just the entire cast. Queen Latifah is fantastic, and it was really brave of her because everybody remembers at the time, especially within the black community, it was controversial that she was playing a lesbian. Whether she is or not, that's still up in the air. You know, Jada Pinkett, really vulnerable, tough scenes. Actually, all the girls, I mean, they really opened themselves up to some tough stuff here in this movie. This is a heavy flick. You know, Blair Underwood shows up and does his thing. You know, the black Casanova. I really, as an adult now, enjoy the scenes between him and Jada Pinkett. I think they're very sweet. They feel very real. And I also love how this movie doesn't just show one particular facet of black life. You know what I mean? It shows hood, and then you got Blair Underwood who shows you the other side, the educated kind of black folks, Cosby Show side. You know, it's very well done. You know, John C. McGinley, the actress from who was Rock's wife on the TV show Rock, they show up as FBI agents. Their characters are one-dimensional, but still very strong performances. Everybody in this movie feels so real. I mean, this movie is a labor of love. I was looking at on the special features. This was like a $9 million movie, and this was back when New Line Cinemas used to really take risks before it became a name brand regular studio or whatever. But I'd love to do a movie for someplace like New Line Cinemas. But they really took a risk with this movie, and it paid off because it's such a well done film. F. Gary Gray, who directed Friday, he directs. I love the performances. The script is very well written. It's very tight. The pace is on point. The cinematography is lush, and the action sequences are very nice, very intense. The opening bank robbery where Dub C from West Side Connection actually shoots this woman in the head. Very effective how the camera goes from her eyes across, pans to the gun, and then you just see the flash go onto his face, and the blood splatters on the Vivica Fox's face. That is a nasty scene. Another nasty scene, of course, is where, you know, Jada has to give herself you know, so she could pay for her brother's college by this car dealer. Actually, the guy who was on Night Court back in the day, you know, bangs, you know, slips Jada some cash. Nasty scene. Really, the scene I really don't like is where her brother gets murdered. Because I think as a black man being harassed by police officers in real life, that's the terror that you really feel. When you see these cats coming at you and you don't know what's going through their head, you just see these crazy. That terror is very real. Heartbreaking scene. Set It Off is just fantastic. I don't feel it gets enough praise, but it's very well done. I think for me, it's the characters and the acting. It's really just how the actors just put themselves out there, man. And when Queen Latifah dies, man, I mean, damn, that is tough stuff, man. Queen Latifah really gave her all, as all the actors did, man. It's a fantastic film. For you guys, check out Set It Off if you haven't seen it. Very well.